I don't think Belinda is going to die on this season of The White Lotus. Here are more of my theories. So with Greg/Gary at the White Lotus in Thailand, we're all obviously worried for Belinda and possibly Zion's safety, but I personally think they are going to be fine. I just don't think Belinda is going to get the happy ending that we all want her to have. But although Greg is a bit sinister, he hasn't really shown us that he's a cold-blooded killer, and he's old. And it's important to note that although we knew Greg was rich, he's rich. His house on the side of the hill is a fucking villa. Now, considering Greg probably got a lot of intel about Belinda from Fabian and he knows that she wants to open her own spa one day, I think the conversation that Greg wants to have with Belinda is to offer her a large sum of money to leave Thailand, open up her own spa in the States, and to never speak of Greg or Tanya ever again. And I think she'll take it. And this would have to make her leave Pornchai, even though he offered to open up a spa with her in Thailand. Before I get into the next theory, Diva, when Victoria Ratliff said that if she wasn't rich, she doesn't want to live and that she doesn't think she could handle poverty at her current age, I thought of two theories. The first one is that when she finds out when Tim has lost everything they have because of his money laundering, she's gonna take one too many lorazepam and just end it all. Simple, but effective. My other theory that I've seen a lot of other people saying is that Victoria is a lot smarter than we all think she is. Throughout this season, she keeps saying everything is going to be all right, which leads me to believe that she might know exactly what is going on with Tim, and she might have some money stashed somewhere to help hold them over when all this hits the fan. There are so many people saying that they think Tim Ratliff is going to take out his entire family because of everything going on, and I just don't think that's the case. And after this scene with the head monk of the monastery, I truly think that he might stay with Piper at the monastery, and I feel like the conversation they had about death made Tim not want to die. So I think there's gonna be some sort of solution here that they all stay in Thailand or just he stays in Thailand. The blender made another appearance again, so obviously it is not a coincidence. We saw the episode after Saxon realizes what he's done with Lachlan, he is truly just crashing out. He's going through it, he's physically sick, rightfully so, all while Chelsea is telling him that he is soulless and something she doesn't want. So I think because of this breakdown and he truly can't live knowing what he did with his own brother, he is going to make himself a smoothie with the poison fruit to drink himself, but then Lachlan is gonna pick it up thinking it's for him, drink it himself, and that is how we get Lachlan as the dead body that was in the first episode floating in the water. I'm kind of over this storyline, but I think Lori is way too calm when it comes to Valentine and Jacqueline hooking up, and it's almost sinister the way she is asking Jacqueline about the details. And if you remember in episode 5, Lori was whispering to Valentine, but we never knew what they actually said, and I'm starting to think that Lori and Valentine are working together. Lori had Valentine go and hook up with Jacqueline knowingly, and then to get back at Jacqueline for I guess all of these years of trauma that she's inflicted on Lori, Lori is going to leak this to the tabloids, and then Jacqueline's boyfriend is gonna find out. There was also a random clip of Lori in episode 5 where she was like scratching her butt and sleeping, and I think that was to throw us off to think she was sleeping, but then she got up to maybe take pictures or ensure that Valentine went back. And lastly, the jury is still out on what's gonna go on with Guy Talk, but he has for sure shot a weapon before after his colleague said to him, "Good shooting for your first time." It clearly wasn't his first time. So either he is downplaying his skills so he can stay at his basic job and man the post so he can see Mook every day, which is very romantic, or he's the one that's involved in the inside job and is helping rob the hotel, because what better person to do it than the guard who lets people in the gate? We only have 2 episodes left. What do you guys think is gonna happen?